Imagine relying on a chatbot for medical advice, only to end up poisoning yourself. Sounds like a plot twist from a sci-fi thriller, right? But this isn't fiction. It's a real-life case study that's raising serious questions about the dangers of trusting AI with your health. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just about bad advice. It's about how easily things can spiral out of control when technology outpaces common sense. Here's the story. A 60-year-old man in Washington state with no history of mental or physical health issues landed in the emergency room convinced his neighbor was poisoning him. At first glance, nothing seemed physically wrong, except for his extreme thirst and a bizarre refusal to drink water offered to him. But as hours turned into days, his condition took a dark turn. He became increasingly paranoid, started hallucinating, and even tried to escape the hospital, leading to an involuntary psychiatric hold. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a case of extreme dehydration? Or was something far more sinister at play? Dehydration can indeed cause delirium and hallucinations, but this man's issues went deeper. After receiving IV fluids and electrolytes, doctors uncovered a shocking truth. He had severe micronutrient deficiencies, including vitamin C, B12, and folate. But that wasn't all. He'd been experiencing skin problems, insomnia, fatigue, and even ataxia, a loss of balance and coordination. So what caused this cascade of symptoms? Turns out the man had embarked on a well-intentioned but dangerously misguided health experiment. After reading about the negative effects of table salt, sodium chloride, he decided to eliminate chloride from his diet. And this is where ChatGPT enters the story. He consulted the AI, which suggested replacing chloride with bromide, a recommendation that sounds harmless, but is, in fact, catastrophic. For 3 months, he replaced his table salt with sodium bromide, purchased online based on ChatGPT's advice. Here's the problem. While bromide can replace chloride in industrial applications like pool sanitization, it's toxic when ingested. Bromide poisoning can cause nausea, skin issues, psychiatric disorders, and more. In the early 20th century, it was responsible for about 1 in 12 psychiatric admissions, until it was banned from over-the-counter medications in 1975. This man's bromide levels were 233 times the healthy limit, explaining his severe mental and physical symptoms. The good news? After stopping his bromide-laced salt, his health improved. But the bigger question remains, how did a seemingly harmless AI interaction lead to such a dangerous outcome? Doctors who treated him highlight the risks of relying on AI for medical advice. When they tested ChatGPT 3.5, it suggested bromide as a replacement for chloride, without any health warnings or follow-up questions, something a human doctor would likely provide. So, what's the takeaway? While AI tools like ChatGPT are impressive, they're not infallible, especially when it comes to health. Should we hold AI accountable for bad advice, or is it on us to verify information? And how can we ensure these tools don't inadvertently harm users? Let's discuss, because this isn't just a story about one man's mistake. It's a cautionary tale for all of us in the age of AI.